Hello, howdy, hi everybody. Sam Goodman, the Hop Nerd. Welcome to Safety Sucks, the vlog. So I'm here hanging out, working from home today. I've got a bunch of normal, non-hop nerd work stuff happening. That's just life, right? That's just how it all kind of sort of goes. And I'm working on the book, plus I'm getting ready to take a trip next week and then a trip the week after. So it's super duper busy. Before we get into today's vlog, do me a favor, head over to the website www.thehopnerd.com, follow along on all things social media, all that kind of sort of stuff. Make sure that you're liking, sharing, subscribing. I'll put like a little thing down here somewhere where you can do all that. And if you're not listening to the podcast, make sure you head over and you search the Hop Nerd Podcast. We talk about all things human and organizational performance, all things just safety better. Let's jump in. So first off, I just want to say I hope that you're enjoying these vlogs. We've been putting a lot of time and energy into bringing you something that's kind of cool, something that's a little different, good quality, right? We're shooting in 4K, trying to bring you stuff that's at least like a little cinematic, at least to like my best ability. I'm learning, I'm figuring this stuff out kind of sort of as we go. So that's the first thing. I hope that you're enjoying the vlogs. If you are enjoying the vlogs, do me a favor, make sure you like, you share, you subscribe, you like click like right down in here wherever we put those subscribe buttons. I don't know, I'm just always confused. They're somewhere here. However you do that, please do that. Interact with us, tell your friends, your families, your frenemies about it. And then number two, the book Safety Sucks, the manifesto, will be out on May 18th. I've had such a blast writing this with my dear friend Ian Allison, and it's done. It's like done. It's ready to come out. And so everyone's just kind of like patiently waiting. And once you get your hands on it, again, I would love to hear what you think about it. Slide over to one of our websites. You know how to find them, thehopnerd.com, pillarsmedia.co, hopuniversity.org, whatever. You can use those handy dandy contact forms, or you can just send me an email, sam@thehopnerd.com or thehopnerd@gmail.com. Super easy to get a hold of us. And if you really like it, or maybe if you don't, it doesn't matter, leave us a review. Head on over to Amazon. That will be the easiest place to find it on May 18th. Pretty much available wherever you find books, but Amazon is usually the easiest. So like it, love it, hate it, honest opinion, leave us a review, leave us some stars, all that kind of sort of stuff. So today I wanted to talk to you about something that's really near and dear to my heart. It's something that we talk about on the podcast, the Hop Nerd Podcast. If you're not following along, go search that and follow along. And it's something that Ian and I really dive really deep into in the book. And it's this idea of prioritization around safety. And let's start right here and just say that we don't prioritize stuff in safety. We have one bullet point at the top of our list that says everything in safety is super duper important. So we just need to do everything in safety super duper hard. And if we have a lack of safety, that means that we need to do more safety stuff to make safety suck less. But not everything is equally as important, and a lot of stuff that finds its way into the safety junk drawer isn't really important at all. And that's where I like to start. I think that's where we need to start. We need to start by really asking that tough question. Simple, but hard to answer. What's the shit that actually matters? What's actually important? I like to put it like this. If we have $1 to spend, if we have one pound to spend, if we have one Philippines peso, like this 1944, if it comes into focus, maybe bring it on back, like this 1944 victory note Philippine peso, if we have one of those to spend, what are we going to spend it on? Where are we going to put it? Where can we put this dollar that will do the most amount of good, that will drive us in the best direction possible. Because a lot of times what we do is we take this and then we cut it up into like a bazillion different pieces and put like a little piece over here on this thing that we think is important, put a little piece over here on this thing that we think is important, because everything in safety is super duper 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 important and must be treated as super serious and super important. So we take a little tiny chunk of this investment, this finite investment that we have, and we take a little bit of that and we put it on stuff like, oh, we really need to invest amount of time, some portion of our time into, TP, toilet paper management, because, we've been having, some toilet paper issues. There's some breakthrough problems that we have going on, so the quality is an issue. It's definitely a safety concern, so we need to put some time there. And then we need to put some time into this super duper awesome awareness campaign around the hazards of coffee making in the workplace. So we need to do some presentations and do some check sheets and put all kinds of super focus on how we minimize the potential for occupationally related coffee maker fatalities. And then we'll take some of that and we'll actually put on some stuff that matters, like some of the shit that kills you. We'll invest a little bit of time over there, and then we'll invest a little bit of time over here on like doing these kind of track and trend observations, and it just gets spread all over the place, and we get so focused on doing everything that we're not doing really anything, at least anything good. In our world of occupational safety and health, not everything matters. Not everything is equally as important just because you put the magic word safety beside of it. Just because you say it's safety doesn't mean that it's important. It doesn't mean that it's as impactful as, focusing on something that actually matters, which drives us down this line of questioning of, well, if it doesn't really matter, why the hell are we focusing on it to begin with? And that leads me back to the point. We have to ask ourselves, as organizations, as safety practitioners, we need to get real for a second and ask ourselves, what actually matters? What's the shit that actually matters? Think about it. Write it down. What's actually important? What's actually important? Is it the coffee pot fatality presentation? Is it the awareness campaign? Ask yourself, what actually matters? I've got a feeling that you're going to land somewhere around the shit that actually kills and maims people at work. That's probably the top, or it should be the top of your list. So when you get down to that point of saying, where do we need to invest our time? Where do we need to invest our money? Where do we need to invest our finite resources? It should be on the stuff that actually matters. So what do you think about it? It's an area that we really need to start to focus on. We have to get past this idea that everything in safety, just because it says safety, is super duper duper important and must be treated as such. It drives us in the wrong direction because not everything matters, and not everything matters a lot. We've got to ask that tough question. What's the shit that actually matters? We need to let that drive us. What's the football that we can kick? What's the ball that we can kick that will give us the most yards? Instead of blindly pulling on the levers of our organization and shotgunning shit against the wall, throwing a pot of spaghetti against the wall to see what sticks, we need to focus on the things that matter. We find ourselves in a position to where we try to do everything. And by doing so, we're doing a bunch of stuff, but we don't even know what's actually working, if any of it's working. We need to focus on the stuff that matters. Other than that, look, the book's coming out. Make sure you keep an eye out for May 18th. Safety Sucks, a Manifesto will be out. It'll be on Amazon. That's the easiest way to find it. You better find it in most places that you find books as well. And then on the same day, May 18th, I'm going to be presenting at Safety Day. So if you're going to be in Florida, or if you want to come hang out and come to the sunny and beautiful Orlando, Florida, and hang out with me and all kinds of other really, really cool people, you can head over to acfs.org and to find out more. That's all I've got. That's it. A shorty this week. This is going to be a shorty vlog because I'm preparing for some travel next week, and you'll get to see some of that. And then I'm preparing for some travel the week after that. You're going to get to see that too. So that's going to be super, super duper cool. So much more to come. And in the meantime, you can always listen to the podcast. You can always follow along on our social media channels. It's at The Hop Nerd, except for a couple places. If you want to find me on Instagram, it's Sam U. Goodman, The Hop Nerd 1 on Twitter. And then always like, share, subscribe, do all that kind of sort of fun stuff too. Until next time, Sam Goodman, The Hop Nerd, signing off. Bye everybody. Bye.